Hey y'all, it's me, Dr. Lynn Daniel, PhD, EDS. I'm the self care evangelist and I teach about the importance of self care. And today I want to talk about the importance of belonging. And belonging is a part of relationship building, family, like building a nest or a safe place for yourself, a safe haven, a community of like minded individuals who gather to celebrate and support. So, the importance of belonging. Okay. Why am I talking about the importance of belonging? Well, we are in the holiday season, and there are people who celebrate these holidays that are being recognized. And then there are some people who don't celebrate these holidays that are being recognized. And oftentimes you can find yourself in an awkward place as an individual who once celebrated holidays of the season and who now has decided not to celebrate holidays of the season. um it can be an awkward situation. But here is my approach on it. And I guess I will say I haven't arrived to that purist mindset or definition of regarding abstaining from secular holidays. But I will say that I still enjoy being around family during these holiday seasons, for the most part. And I still enjoy, like, during this season, I enjoy the music because it reminds me of my childhood and my youth and growing into adulthood and maturing and learning and loving and all that stuff, being married and having children and life changes, right? So, no matter where you are, in regards to celebrating holidays or, you know, um, things of that nature, during the season, it is important to find a community of like minded individuals who are similar to you in their beliefs, in your beliefs, so that you are in community and not alone. And that range of being in the community, that is relevant to what you need, is relevant to your lifestyle, right? So I'll explain it for those of you who are like needing an example or a model. So when I explain it for myself, in this stage of life where I am now, I I can spend a lot of time alone because I really I enjoy solitude and the actions of solitude. And so to me that looks like me reading and writing and researching and having a lot of engagement on Zoom and using tech to engage with people, to collaborate around ideas, regarding education and things that I like. Boring teacher stuff is what I call it. It's not boring to me, but I really enjoy it. But I have to be mindful to get out and about. So we're going to talk about community today. Sorry for the long 5-minute introduction because it's important. Being connected can help you manage emotions. Isolation can be good in, in doses and pieces and chunks, but you do need engagement and interaction to keep you sharp, to keep you uh, mindful and responsive to people's needs or to people's ideas. Um, I know it's a delicate topic. It seems like it would be something very easy to talk about community, building a community. And I guess I need to specify, like, I'm really thinking in my mind of boomers, baby boomers generation, because that's my generation. The baby boomer generation was the largest generation of babies being born after World War II. And that generation think there's baby boomers one and baby boomers two. And so I'm a baby boomer two uh generation. But that generation spanned like 30 years or something. If not 30 years, almost 30 years. So there are a lot of us. And now we are the old folks. And so we are aging and going through the losses of friends, companions, spouses, parents, and all. And so we're losing our circles of influence and communities. And so it's important for us as baby boomers to have that skill of adaptability and being able to engage and navigate new relationships and new communities, especially when you find that your former community has disintegrated, you've lost many members in that former community, people have moved away or have passed on. And so how do you do that? So how am I building community? So let me show you how I'm building community. Let me share. I am going to upload the same slideshow from yesterday, but it has the newer slides in it that relate to community building. So I want to show you all how I build community and engage with people all over the world. Like, I'm already a member of several professional groups related to education, literacy, reading, teaching. And so that's good. I get enjoyment. I feel fulfilled with my contributions in that group. Keeps me sharp, keeps me learning, keeps me active, and it helps me to consider like my practice in pedagogy in the classroom. And so I enjoy being a member of various organizations for my profession. But also, I am a small business owner. I have an education consulting or just a consulting business. And I work my consulting business around my teaching career, which means sometimes it's early in the morning and sometimes it's late in the evening. And that's when I engage with community. So I'm going to skip over yesterday's slides and come straight to my community slides. So I meet a lot of interesting business people, small business owners, educators, people engaged in various realms of business, various industries, various levels on the ladder, if you will. And so this is a wonderful individual that I met through LinkedIn. She is an educational consultant, a former educator, former classroom teacher, and she and I would engage with each other's content on LinkedIn. And we decided to meet on Zoom and talk about contributions to the community regarding education. And this was a wonderful, wonderful coffee chat, is what we call them. Although we weren't drinking coffee, we were just really engaging over in our discussion about making contributions. So this is one way. So you have meetings, coffee meetings. Another way is to join a community on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has, and I'm going to speak of LinkedIn a lot because right now I'm really looking to engage with business minded people, small business owners, people in various industries, so that I can get more like in-depth understanding of how business runs and how people in business think. They think differently than educators. Although educators, man, educators are wearing many hats at once, but I needed a lens of a business. So this is my profile. I was nominated as a hotness unleasher in the hotness unleasher community based on one of the, I think it was the person who started this community saw my post, engaged with my post. I was sharing about something quite personal and vulnerable for me, and soon after I was nominated. So that tells me that, what does that mean? It means that when we are in a safe place where we feel we can share certain things, other people may need to hear that message, you know, because that is why we are meant to live in community and engage in community, because our stories can help others heal and grow. And so this is me in this community, the Hotness Unleasher community. I was It was my turn to speak and lift up other content creators here in the community. So I lifted up three, one from the US, one from India, and one from the UK. And these are all the wonderful, well, not all of them, but many of the wonderful people engaged in the Hotness Unleasher community. What does that mean? Hotness Unleasher is it's just a fun way to elevate other concrete content creators on LinkedIn in the Social Saturday Squad. We read each other's content, we comment, we ask questions, we encourage one another, and when you do that for so many months, you start to recognize, like you start to know people a little better. You may not know them as well as you know your colleagues at work, or certainly not your family, your siblings, and your best friends, but you get to know people based on what they have shared and what they are sharing. So I really appreciate this community and the opportunity to engage with the Hotness Unleasher community. Another community that I am very active in on LinkedIn is Martin Nyahasha's live audio events every week. We do this every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock my time. And each week he hosts these live audio events. And so this is the first one where I was a featured speaker along with Dr. Subra Meherji and Catherine Epoch. Catherine is a Scrum Master, Agile Scrum Master, and Dr. Subra Meherji is a TEDx speaker and an author, a PhD. I think she studied soil. She and I had a coffee chat, and she's in India, so it was like 11:30 my time, and it was in the morning her time, and we had an enjoyable like 30 to 45-minute coffee chat. I really enjoyed our conversation, and so this was the first event of Martin's Live that I was asked to be on the panel, and then the following. This is the most recent one. Wait, there's one in between there, isn't there? Okay, this was last week's. Yeah. And then this is upcoming this week. So this time we have Push, who is customer service with the airlines, is his experience. Martin is, I can't remember exactly, but he is in business. And again, Catherine is a servant leader in the Scrum, Agile Scrum um, category of business. And so this is how I engage myself in community, by engaging with people on social media, engaging with, I really should have all my writing buddies, my collaborative writing circles that I am a part of, because that too, although that's education based, I'm involved in several writing circles. And so we spend time discussing some sort of educational issue that we are wanting to write about, and then we write. And so you've got to stay active in communities, baby boomers, everyone, all generations, but especially baby boomers, those of us who are in the golden years of life. We've experienced losses, we've seen changes, we've lived through changes, and here we are on the other side of change. All right? So engage, build your own community. Now, if you don't, if you are not in a physical community like a church group, a choir, I sang in a choir years back home. I sang in the choir. I volunteered. I was a part of women's groups at church. I was a part of programs, various programs at church. And these are wonderful ways to keep yourself fresh, keep your thinking like fresh, build new dendrites and connections and neural pathways in your mind, because you're still learning. In community, you can learn new language, you can learn new words, you can learn new skills. It's so much that you can learn. You can learn new hobbies like knitting or crocheting or sewing, or a language, a foreign language even, Agile Scrum is something I'm interested in, that Agile Scrum. And so Catherine is in my community, and she shares the process of Agile Scrum, how you can incorporate Agile Scrum protocols in your home, in your family, in those huddle times. So that's what we're talking about today. Build community, you all. And join me in my community, the Four Cs Movement Agitators, on Sunday. We are coming December. Sunday is not going to be the 11th. That date, that this must have been last Sunday's, yeah. This upcoming Sunday is what? The 18th? Yes. So Martin changed this date here to the 18th because this is Sunday's visual. Join us. It's 11 o'clock Mountain Time, which is my time. Check your own time zone. This is a LinkedIn audio live where the panel, we discuss the topic. And this week's topic, we are looking at stress and dealing with stress, silly season, and your limitless potential. We're addressing stress. And so you come listen, and then if you want to join us on the panel, we welcome you in to the panel, and you can share your thoughts, ideas, and whatever you want to share with us. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for viewing this video. I hope you found value in this video. I am going to be hosting a transformation challenge soon, and I'm sharing these videos with you to get you in the mindset of what is required to be successful on a challenge. Building community, being in a community is important in a challenge because in the challenge you will be in community, and it's important to have the skills of listening to others and being patient as other people, their pace may be different from yours. Their struggle will be different from your struggle. Your struggle will be different from others. Some things will be similar. So in a community, we learn patience, we learn sharing and turn taking, how to take turns, how to wait patiently for others. We learn how to correct each other when it's necessary and how to inspire each other when that is needed, how to listen quietly and allow people the space to express themselves without interruption. And so, this transformation challenge that is coming up is going to be wonderful. So, just keep checking in with me so that you can be the first to know when the challenge will be launched. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for your time today. Be blessed. See ya.